Dr. Wolfe, it was going away and then it came back. Dr. Wolfe was going away and then it came back. Yeah, I said, it's what you don't see that's killing you. But the reality is now I rock. I really love me. I love how I've had the hardest struggle in my life in the last year and a half here. I can ask a million times to have something done and it doesn't get done. I can lovingly say it, roar, do it. Every time you bring somebody into your life, you're bringing in their insecurities. It's hard to find people with strength because people don't have strength, or they might have one. He's really good at business, but he sucks it with his love affairs. You will always suck until you have unconditional love for yourself. Then you'll be good at everything you love. That's it. There's the goal. I know I'm right. I'm not the chosen. I'm not telling you I'm intelligent. I'm nobody's leader. So let's make that perfectly clear. But when you see what I do in the next year, you're going to go, there's no way. How do you do this? How do you pull this off? I mind my own business. I take massive personal action. I judge no one. I am not angry at Bill Gates, okay? His family signed an evil pact hundreds of years ago. But you think he invented the computer, right? Please wake up. There's not one family that has power and so much money beyond that hasn't been around and been doing this for centuries. Centuries and centuries, but nobody looks it up. Like nobody looks up what? Virus. It's Greek for toxin. It's not even alive. But meanwhile, it's been killing millions. So yeah, sometimes I get a little bit frustrated. Oh, why is he so angry? First time anybody ever comes on Facebook or TikTok, why is he so angry? I'm not angry. I love my life. I love this planet. I love this adventure. And yes, more people have died in my life. And I say died because that's all you want to hear. Died, death, divorce, disease. They give us all these names. Nobody died. People opted out and said, I want to restart the game. And I've seen more people pass away in the last 5 weeks than I've seen in so long. And they're just leaving. This is called the harvest. Okay? They're bringing on the frequencies. They're bringing on the poisons. And then guess what? I guarantee you almost everybody in this room has been complaining about chemtrails or Wi-Fi or 5G or we can't find good food to eat. Could you shut up already? You said, I'm going to come to a life-threatening, fun-filled planet, and I'm going to find my Braveheart. Could you just focus on what you want? And don't you dare anybody. It would not be healthy. Do not bring your religion into this tent. There's only one religion, unconditional love. For everyone. For everyone and everything. Just letting you know, but if your religion is empowering you to supersede what you ever thought you could be, then embrace it. I don't care what beliefs you have, but guess what? Unconditional love is the only thing that comes in this tent. Try to practice that one, but you're practicing it for yourself because most of you already judged me that when you've come here. Oh, I thought he was this. Now I think he's this. And I thought he was that. So let's talk about why we're here today. Advanced water fasting. Does anybody know why? Well, because if you could practice advanced water fasting and do 6 to a dozen of them, you wouldn't have any bad habits left. Or just a little bit like me, and it's not going to kill you. A little bit of poison goes a long way. So, that's the reality. When you do an advanced water fast, you are not changing physically, you're changing emotionally. Nobody can see you. I told you when you first came here. I gave you the answer. The cheapest way to get there. Because everybody's cheap. Except with their bad habits. They're not so cheap, are they? Don't dare come to me and make me responsible. Come to me and tell me that you want the best strategy. You know what? People call me. Some people call me 3 times a day. Don't come to me and tell me how upset you are or frustrated you are when I pay like 8 people to man the phones for free. Why do I do that? Because it makes me so much money? No, because guess what? Health is a new language and nobody can hardly speak it. Real health, not your make-believe BS belief system health. You can have that. It's not going to happen. I got to tell you something. I take all my supplementation and I mind my own business. You ask anybody, go ahead, try to test me, challenge me. I don't talk about anybody. I don't gossip. I don't talk about the world affairs. I don't need to know what's going on because I know what's going on. It's always been the same game. It's always the same game. So you got nothing to share with me unless you want to come up with something really beautiful, and we're going to come together and we're going to create something beautiful on this planet. I don't want to hear about it. Dr. Wolfe, do you hear what they're saying about you? Why would I? I don't need their praise and I don't need their put-downs. We need to stay focused on the unconditional love, having the best day, staying in the moment, owning it, making great decisions. I have no problem talking the way I need to because guess what? Guess what it gives me? The things I want. When you don't unconditionally love yourself and make yourself first and foremost before anyone else, guess what? You get to have dysfunctional friends, dysfunctional life. And why? Because we're emotional beings, energy in motion. And you've never learned how to master your emotions. I can take a look here. I can see the ones that are angry, the ones that are sad, the ones that are exhausted with themselves, the ones that are frustrated. You can see it. Remember something. I want to say something, and then I want to say it all together. Very important. Your personality, okay? No, wait. I'm going to start over. Say this. I'm going to say it, then you say it. And I do not create my life. My thoughts do. Welcome to your world. Miss Tantrum, 315, got to do it. You see what happens? Now we wean it out, don't we? Just like the psycho-rich, elite, crazies are weaning out the spoiled, rotten people. They are. I mean, who are the people that are leaving the planet? Are they the ones that, the low-hanging fruit? The ones that have the disease? Those are the ones that are leaving. You throw a little 5G at them. Throw more blue light. Throw some more chemtrails. Throw some more anxiety and stress because they got to watch the news because they got to be informed. Deformed. What's this got to do with fasting? Are you ready? First place you need to go on a fast is here. Here. Darrell, did you know? Don't care. Did you hear? Don't care. Now we got the rules straight. Can I tell you something beautiful? Absolutely. Let's sit down and enjoy it. So today you can't do a water fast. And then you better be structured water. Oh, it's got to be Kangen. Oh, really? No. It's great if it's Kangen, but then structure it, because the only water that falls from the skies is structured, and if it wasn't, the chemtrails and all the heavy metals would be killing you. It would have killed all the crops, the birds, the bees, the flowers, the trees, and all the microorganisms, and it hasn't done that because that which created the universe created structuring. You could use a little structuring, so could I, eh? So I structure all my liquids, everything. I spray my water, structure water on everything. If it's not organic, I know I'm covered. There's such basic rules here. So we want to do structured water. How many people have listened to me and you're drinking structured hot water all day long? And if you were doing it down in Mexico, you'll stay cool. If you were doing it in Canada, you'll stay warm. Oh, wow, how's that? Because you don't drink cold water. And if it's cold water and it's not structured, you're killing yourself. Oh, you are. Oh, but wait a second, I'm buying bottled water, Fiji water. What a moron. Yeah, but they shipped it all the way from around the world. That's how special I am. And then they put it in a plastic bottle. The average amount of chemicals in a plastic water bottle, which 70% of the people are walking around with here, is 128 chemicals. My God, just go to Costco and look at all the fathers. Oh, look at how I protect my family. The big bottles, those crunchy bottles. Can't do a water fast with that. You're poisoning yourself. So the deal is that I've created, and I don't mind being challenged on this, but I have the best nutraceuticals on the planet. We have testings that we show the frequency. Yeah, guys, guess what? In 6 to 8 weeks, I'm bringing out the purest mineral solution with the highest frequency vibration on planet Earth. I kid you not. It's called Beyond Ormus. And anybody hear of concentrates? They sell more minerals than anyone else. They sell billions of dollars. Guess where theirs comes from? The salt flats, the lake. It's one of the most poisonous lakes of mercury and lead in the world. And everybody's golfing it down thinking it's the best. It was 70 years ago. And they don't want that to get out. There'll be no product like mine anywhere, and I can say that, and I'll be challenged on it. Just like there's no C60, there's no humic fulvic like ours. We're the only ones that don't use chemicals and just filtration. I just heard about a company in the United States. They're one of the biggest sellers now. We just tested their humic fulvic. Do I put it up on the web? I don't know, because if I did and I told the truth, it might be I'm trying to make more money. So we use nutraceuticals when we do an advanced water fast. If you do an advanced water fast like I laid it out, how about this? You'll have more energy, more clarity. You'll feel more healthier than you've ever felt in your life. And if you can get past day 3, because day 3 is when your digestive tract shuts down, and now 70% of the energy that was going to go into digesting your food now is going in and digesting the tumors, the cysts, the scar tissue. And you're unleashing more stem cells in the next 3 days than in like $50,000 of stem cell injection. The human body's amazing. You know, people will go to the hospital, and they'll be in the hospital for 2 weeks, and they'll be on drugs and eating shit food, and they'll actually think the hospital healed them. But actually, it was only because they got away from their family and got some sleep. Because if you've got a chronic disease that could kill you, you need to get away from the 5 people you hang around with the most, because they help create it. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Let me tell you something. If you want to get well, you've got to get yourself out of the environment where it was created. Either that, or that person that's with you on your journey buys into this crazy thing called unconditional love. This crazy thing called, I'm only going to have a pure diet. And understand something, everybody lies to me. And it's a good thing that I've taken almost every course in NLP, because I can tell when you're lying, and I won't even tell you that I know you're lying. Because the reality is then I'm going to be there another half an hour, and then you're going to feel guilty, and then you're going to hate me, and then it's all my fault. I'm only going to be here for those people that say, you know what, I was created by God Almighty, and I'm going to take everything that I deserve on this planet. And I deserve everything. That's all I'm going to be here for. I'm not going to be here because you've got the money, you're coming down, you've got this chronic critical disease, and you're going to go, I'm here for 10 days, cure me. And then when they come down, they don't want to do Cellsonic, which is the most powerful energy medicine device that can shut down stage 4 cancer in one treatment. They don't want to do the non-surgical. They don't want to do the cardio bed. They don't want to do the juices. They don't want to do anything. They don't do their length and strength and exercise. They don't want to do, I'll do the ultimate coffee enema when I go home. You just lied. But you didn't lie to me. Your subconscious will only allow you to do the prominent, dominant things that you've been doing in your lifetime. And if you knew that the only enemy was your subconscious until every prominent, dominant belief in there was based on unconditional love, you will never be free. So now you get to this point where you go, Dr. Wolfe is just not for me. And then I go, great, we haven't wasted each other's time. Or you go, you know what? I'm willing to do this. And remember something, I'm not wanting you to go hardcore. I would like, if you change 1% today, 1%, boy, I'm proud. I'm happy. I think that's amazing. Holy crap, 1%. How many days would it take to totally change yourself? 100. And then what do you do when you get there? You start all over again because you said, I'm a spirit being. I just love everybody here. You know, I'm really spiritual, Darrell. Oh, really? Really? I think you should work on the physical part first because the spiritual's not working. Has anybody seen me on Marketplace yet in Canada? Because they've had 2 shows already. They're trying to prove that I'm murdering people. Marketplace is a government TV station that taxpayers pay for in Canada. Do you see how somebody with my mouth could get in trouble? This is why most people won't stand up for themselves. Most couples here won't stand up for them. They won't stand up for themselves even in their relationship. Because when you were a child, you were told that unconditional love only works until you're walking, talking. And then guess what? It's conditional love. And you've been doing conditional love all your life because you can't live without love. So you've been compromising yourself continually. I won't do it. I won't allow Lori to compromise herself with me. I won't allow it. Because I can't get there if she doesn't want to get there for herself. She's my partner. I don't want anybody kissing my butt that works for me. I want them to tell me the truth. And I want them to tell me what they really want. What a messy place we could live in, eh? Unless we want to honor and respect ourselves. Everybody's got their story, and guess what? It's a Braveheart story. Wherever you are, I love you unconditionally. If you never change, I'll love you unconditionally. But until we're going to take responsibility and not be scared and do something different, nobody's ever died by doing an advanced water fast. Yes,